Recently, a friend of mine asked me that can you explain to me what is mindfulness? Because I'm in a hurry to go to California from New Jersey. And the next moment, it flashed to my mind that mindfulness is nothing but departure, awareness of flying, and arrival. If you do not depart and you are not ready to depart from your stress, anxiety, sleep disturbances, wandering mind, there is no way. So departure does not mean that you need to control. The way you do not control your house, your car, when you're flying from one place to the other. What you do? You just leave and drop what is not required. Leave what is not essential to carry. That is important. So become aware of what is necessary. What is necessary? The understanding based on the principles of the Eastern wisdom and a regular practice. So why I stress that Eastern wisdom is important? When you want to succeed in mindfulness, the principles laid down in the Eastern wisdom are important. When you want to know the mechanism, no doubt the science is there to explain you how the neuroscience is advancing and helping to understand mindfulness in terms of neuroplasticity, changing the brain, and in turn changing the attitude. But the principles of the departure has to be understood from the manuals, text, where the principles of mindfulness are laid down. So what happens when you are ready to depart for mindfulness? So there I have added the steps of self-awareness by being comfortable, changing the direction of the mind, and conscious experience of the steadiness. And until you're riding the plane of mindfulness, minded. So moving the mind inside by conscious experience of sensation, relaxation, and the stillness. The sensation in the body keeps your awareness intact, that you are here and now when you are ready to depart, and it raises the awareness within. Now you boarded the plane, you are sitting. Just sitting discovers the mindfulness state. That is what masters spoke about, that the mindfulness is effortless, natural. You need not to work on it. But until departure, you have to work. If you say that your mindfulness is effortless practice, and I say close your eyes and you fall into sleep. So will you achieve success in mindfulness? So we have a wrong perception and understanding. So when you are flying, you have a choice to fall into sleep or continue thinking what you have left in the beginning, or you continue wandering and thinking how to fly. That is the craziest thing that one can do in any meditation practice. And why this happens? Many of my friends complain, the moment I close my eyes, I start thinking a lot how to achieve success in mindfulness. Did I say that? When I guide the meditation practice, you need not to think when the pilot is going to land the plane. You have to think and contemplate, and you have to be very clear to prepare yourself for departure. So here, when you are flying, that means I guide you the steps, living in the present moment, or living within, or being mindful. So you remain in that state of the mindfulness, which is effortless, natural, easy. Then the third arrival. So you arrive at the airport of peace, happiness, wisdom, and love, and the compassion. So once the session concludes, then what happens? The mind has changed. Why the mind has changed? Because the mind moved inside from outside. So what happens when the mind moves inside from outside? It naturally drops the wandering nature. It naturally drops the laziness and craziness. We need not to work on it. And when the mind withdraws inside, following these steps, it fires the brain to rewire it. So now your brain is fired up and it is rewired. So when it is rewired, it awakens you to the higher consciousness. What the higher consciousness has to do with it? Mindfulness. The moment your mind drops completely, it moves into the higher consciousness. From that higher consciousness descends inner peace, happiness, wisdom, love, compassion. Can it happen in a day? Can it happen in one session? Can it happen in 1 minute? Ask yourself. From New Jersey, you're flying to California. Can you reach in 1 minute? You're just outside your home. Can you reach inside your home in 1 minute? Answer is yes. So why I refer, can you reach in 1 minute from New Jersey to California? No. So what lies in between? You have never practiced. That is the reason 1 minute, 5 minutes, and 10 minutes will not do. Do whatever you want to do, it will never happen. Second reason of that long distance, that your mind is not prepared to move into the state of the mindfulness. Your mind is not ready. It has not understood the steps. So that is why preparing for departure will take time. But mindfulness as such transcends the time. So remember departure. Are you ready? Flying, you need not to do anything. Do you do anything while sitting in a plane, flying to California? You do nothing. Oh, just sit. And arrival. Your arrival in peace and happiness is a testimony that you have succeeded in mindfulness practice. But by regular practice, you will discover and understand how to drop what is not essential. That is stress, anxiety, duality, conflict, problems, all comes from the different states of the mind according to the Eastern wisdom. That is all for